Hey Tarosphere, it's Holly from Cape Cod Creatures, and I'm here with what is it, day 28 of Ethony's 31 Days of Tarot Challenge. And I thought it would be fun to do it live because it's kind of a fun conversation. It's people you wouldn't read tarot for, celebrities specifically. So yeah, we're gonna brainstorm some of that tonight. Maybe I'll do a couple of readings real quick. I'm not gonna be on here very long. But I thought it'd be kind of fun. Also, I am going to officially do the name Picky Outy Doohickey. I've got them all in a randomizer, so we'll see who's going to win the Prosper Journal tonight with this guy. So there's that because I have to get it out in the mail tomorrow. So anyway, all right, if you want to participate in the chat, you can. Just there's a little doobly box. Hey, Leona, how are you? We're talking about celebrities you would or wouldn't read for tonight. The prompt for the 31 Days of Tarot is specifically celebrities you wouldn't read for and why. I think I would read for every single celebrity I ever had the chance to read for. Hey, how are you? Yeah, it's 11 o'clock at night here. Actually, it's 11:11 right now. What? 11:11. Oh my God. So yeah, it's a little bit later, but I need to draw the name for the Prosper Planner giveaway. And I thought it would be fun to talk about celebrities you would or wouldn't read for, or celebrities maybe you would read for. That could be interesting too. So one celebrity I would love to read for would be Kanye West. I feel like he would be fucking amazing to read tarot for. He is on my list of ridiculous people to read tarot for. Hi Ella, hi Champagne, how are you? I would read, let's see, I would read for Bill Murray. I think he would be amazing to read tarot cards for. In the same vein, I feel like let's see, who would be really good? Christopher Walken, would be an amusing tarot read. Would you not read for Justin Bieber, or would you, Ella? Is he a yay or a nay? I feel like it would be interesting at first and then would get old real quick, kind of like his entire career. And then let's see. Who else would be really fun to read for? Betty White. I would be very honored if Betty White would let me read her tarot cards. I would love to read cards for her. Who else? I think this is really weird, but Adam Sandler. I feel like he'd be really I'm a closeted Adam Sandler fan. I would love to read his cards. Yeah, I guess the Selena stuff does make him more interesting. But yeah, I don't know. I don't know that. See, maybe Justin Bieber is on my list of people that I wouldn't read tarot cards for. As a business person, I'm inclined to say that if any celebrity, whether you love them or hate them, comes knocking on your door to be like, hey, can you read my tarot cards? You don't say no to that. That is a fantastic marketing thing, whether they love you or hate you. There's no such thing as bad press. People will be banging down your doors for a reading. So, oh my goodness. Well, I feel like Betty White, she's so sweet, but she's got a great sense of humor. I feel like she would be like really fun to do a reading for. She'd be like, who am I gonna bone tomorrow? Like, which is like, she'd have some weird off the wall like Betty White question. Let's see. Totally off the rails, but I would love to read tarot cards for Rick Sanchez of Rick and Morty fame. I get that he's a cartoon character, but I love his misanthropy. He's a cartoon character I would love to read tarot for. Maybe Seth MacFarlane. I don't know. Sometimes I love him and sometimes I'm just really sick of him, which I think is fair. Will Ferrell. I'd love to read Will Ferrell's cards. Anybody else? Not just me. Come on, you guys, jump in. I would love to read tarot cards for Dwayne The Rock Johnson. I kind of have a crush on him. Not gonna lie. Yeah, I would read Oprah's cards. Well, I wouldn't, like, I don't know. I feel like I would because, if you read Oprah's cards, you're pretty much set for life. People are going to be after you, be like, oh my God, you read Oprah's tarot cards? Like, totally, we need to have you read our cards too because you read for Oprah. But at the same time, I feel like she would be kind of like, and why do you think tarot works? Yep, why? Like, she'd be like a little weird about it. I don't know. Um, let's see. Yeah. Oh, I know. Well, I mean, I feel like cartoon characters are encompassed under famous people. Um, Dr. Phil's tarot cards would be really interesting. Like, I don't know. Like I wouldn't like on part of me was just like on principle wouldn't want to read for Dr. Phil. Because he's so smarmy. But again, like the business owner side of me is just like, no, yeah, I would totally read Dr. Phil's tarot cards. Like 100% I would read his cards. Um, I don't feel like anything amazing would come up for that though. He strikes me as kind of like a Hierophant, but in reverse, if that makes any sense. Who else would I read tarot cards for? I would like to read BoJack Horseman's cards, or more specifically, Will Arnett, who is the guy that voices BoJack Horseman. Um, I feel like that would be a fucked up tarot card reading. Uh, Rob Delaney and Sharon Horgan. I'm not sure I know who those guys are. Um, let's see. Oh, the Real Housewives star. Um, they would be fun to read for because you know that like all of them would take your reading serious and it would be super dramatic and really fun to see. Like you could kind of be like, dance for me, puppets. And then you could see it on TV. Let's see. You'd want to go on the set of Cheered and read for Cheers. Oh, Cheers. That would be so fun. Do you remember when they had the fortune teller episodes on Cheers where what's her face? Oh, God, the short one. Rhea Perlman's character. She was supposed to like take over for the fortune teller, but was faking it the whole time. Let's see. I would love to read tarot cards for Kelsey Grammer in real life, not as any of his other characters. I'd like to read cards for Salma Hayek. I really like her. I would love to read her tarot cards. She just strikes me as like very down to earth, but not at the same time. Like I don't know. I feel like she'd be really fun to read for. Carla, yes, we would do a much better job. Yes, we would. Um, let's see. I would love to read tarot cards for everyone. Every single character on in Transparent, because that is some fucked up shit on that show sometimes. And sometimes I feel like they could use a tarot card reading. Grace and Frankie, yes. I would love to read for Grace and Frankie. That's a good show too. How did we get onto this? Reading for fictional characters. I don't know, either fun. Norman Reedus. Yeah, I would totally read for Norman Reedus. I know you guys are totally going to let's see, who else would I read for? I would like to read Dick Cheney's tarot cards. Or, oh my God, what's his face? Karl Rove. I would love to read Karl Rove's tarot cards. I just imagine it would be every single horrible card in the whole entire deck. And I would just be like, weird, I don't know. This is so odd, Karl Rove. I have no idea how you got this tower card. Like, I feel like I would just love to see what would come up for that. Either that or the reading would just be like so in depth and amazing the way that I imagine it goes down. I'm just like, you do all of these things because you're super lonely and your mother never loved you and blah, blah, blah. And then he shows absolutely no emotion except for single tear. Like, I want to make Karl Rove squeeze out a single tear. Like, It would be so amazing to be like, what are your tarot? And then every tarot, like if I ever walked into a professional joint to be like, I'd like to be a tarot card reader for you, please. Then be like, what are your credentials? I would have like the little vial. I'd be like, a single tear from Karl Rove. Like that would be amazing. That would be so amazing. Or I feel like it would be in like one of those like super amazing like magical potion ingredients. Like it's in like one of those old timey spell books. Like, okay, let's see. We need, yep, we've got Eye of Newt. Yep, and okay, Wing of Bat here it says, yes, and oh, the single tear of Karl Rove. Like just I feel like it would be so good. That is who I want to be. I've picked it. That's it. That is my, oh my God, I just knocked the table so hard in excitement I made the camera shake. But yes, I want to read tarot cards for Karl Rove. And I want the reading to give him a single tear. I'm just not going to be able to shake that imagery. Oh my God. Like, I'm just so delighted at that idea. Donald Trump Jr. I can't decide if he's brilliant or stupid. Is that bad? Like, I can't decide if he's brilliant or stupid. He's certainly good at spin. I will give him that. But sometimes he just does some stupid shit. But he's also strikes me as not particularly stupid either. But like, why are you doing the stupid shit? I don't know. I don't know. He would be kind of neat to read tarot cards for, but not as good as Karl Rove. Like, you know that guy's evil. He has the single vial of one tear from Karl Rove. And it comes in like one of those, I have them somewhere. Where did I put my little baggie? Here we go. Like, here it is. The single tear of Karl Rove. Like, it just needs to be in one of those like tiny little sealed with wax, all mystical and shit. But anyway, I don't know. I think he's stupid like a fox, Amethyst Rose. Like, I mean, like, I gotta give credit where it's due. And sometimes he's quick on his feet. You know, agree with him or not. I'm not saying, you know, I wash my hands of his opinions and ridiculousness, but I don't know. Sometimes he's quick on his feet, and I gotta admire the quickness on the feet thing. That's not easy to do sometimes. Oh my God, you would read for Doreen Virtue? That's cold, Ladyface. That is cold and genius and brilliant, and I love it. Can we do it together? Amazing. So that's maybe we need to mix the single tear of Karl Rove with the single tear of Doreen Virtue, and those are the only two, like, you need both of those things to stop the apocalypse. That would be amazing. Let's see. Who else would I read for? Ruth Bader Ginsburg. like if we're going to be ridiculous with this, like, let's get as ridiculous as we possibly can. I would love to read for Ruth Bader Ginsburg. Oh my God, I would just collect tears. I would be like the tear collector. I would find the most ridiculous people, like the most stone cold politicians and judges, like never ever, like, I would read for the Queen of England, like, you know that bitch don't cry. And I would collect her tears. Like, it would be amazing. Stephen King would be fun to read for, like, you know, he'd be into it, but then the next thing you know, like, his next crappy novella would be starring like some tarot card reader who collected tears. And you just be like, ugh. And then you would fight a lamp monster, and it would be like it wouldn't be good. I'm just gonna go on a limb and say that Stephen King is not an amazing writer all the time. Like, sometimes he's really good, but like 70% of the time he's horrible. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Ella Wilson, yes. Kim Russo, Amy Allen. That would be kind of fun. How about, you know who if we're gonna, like, going back to fictional characters, I would love to read for Leslie Knope. I love her with the fiery passion of 10,000 white hot suns. I love her. So, and I love, oh shoot, what's the actress's name? I always forget it, and it's really terrible of me, but I love Leslie Knope and the woman that plays her, and I forget her name. And that's really horrible of me, but it is what it is. Who else? How about people we wouldn't read for? Like, let's see, who would I'd love to read for George W. Bush. Is that weird? Is that weird? Like I saw actually, I was thinking about this question earlier, and I was also watching Will Ferrell just did a skit for SNL where he is George W. Bush. And I would love to read for I was just thinking about it. I was like, no, I would love to read his cards because I mean, like, horrible president. He was so bad. But I feel like he'd be a lot of fun to hang out with because he's just ridiculous all the time. He's basically your ridiculous frat friend who just never stopped being like 23 and stupid. And like, I feel he'd be like, oh yeah, it's a great tarot card reading. Want to go shoot paintballs at my dad's shed? Like, I feel like that's like the entire time hanging out with him. Like, I found a body, want to go poke it with a dead stick? Like, I would totally read his tarot cards because you know that it would lead to a ridiculous afternoon of Goonies style adventures. Like, it would just be adventures, and I love going on adventures. I would love to read Ryan Reynolds tarot cards. And let's see, I'm telling you right now that my tarot cards would be like, oh, look at this. This one says you have to take your shirt off. Oh, weird. Weird, right? And this one says you have to take your pants off. I don't know. The cards, don't look at me. The cards are saying it. But, oh my goodness. Let's see. Who else? Yeah, it's just, yeah, his like novellas too are like really the worst. I remember watching one was made into like this weird, yes, Dead Cheeky strip tarot. And like, it's totally odd how it's only the adorable celebrities that happen to get the Get Naked cards. It's weird. But yeah, no, there's one of his is called The Langoliers, and it was really dumb. It was like the dumbest thing I've ever seen. And then I tried reading it, and it was even worse. It was even worse. So apparently that thing is, you know, that thing where it's like, oh, well, you know, if you thought the movie was good, the book is going to be better. Apparently it works in reverse for, wow, was that bad? The book is even worse. Like, that's how it works. Like, if something is really good in TV or movies, the book is like even better. And if something is really horrible in movie or TVs, the book is even worse. Like, it's not like, oh, well, this was bad. Oh, don't worry, the book is better. Like, it's no. Like, it was garbage to begin with. And that's why the movie or TV thing is garbage. Yeah, Spirit, Spirit's kind of a big old pervert sometimes. Like, just making you take your pants off. Dead Cheeky said Spirit is funny that way about strip tarot, how all the cute people have to take their pants off. It's weird. I don't know, I'm not the one making the rules. Let's see. Oh, that's a bad road right there. I don't remember what that one is from, Fiona. Is that really bad? Oh, you know what? Johnny Depp, I think, is like, he's on the list of people that I don't think I'd want to read for. If we're talking like Johnny Depp circa Gilbert Grape, then maybe. But if we're talking Johnny Depp right now, big old pile of crazy, doing like Pirates of the Caribbean 58, then no. I mean, he's just, Oh, Pet Sematary. Yes, I'm sorry. I read that one a really, really, really long time ago, and I've never seen that movie actually. Mostly because I heard told rumor of a Chucky type dead baby at the end, and Chucky already creeps me out. Like, I had nightmares when I was a kid about Chucky, so I just really don't need to revisit that. But Fred Gwynn is in it, and I do love him. So I would read tarot cards for Fred Gwynn. Is he even still alive? I love him. I love him so much. And I would read tarot cards for Joe Pesci, a la My Cousin Vinny. This one, the case cracker. You in the shower. I would totally read cards for him. That would be so much fun. Hey, Vinny Bag of Donuts. Let's see. Oh, yeah. Oh, Fred Gwynn. He hasn't been in anything in a while. I need to Google whether or not he's still alive. Can somebody Google that for me? Jennifer Lawrence, would you really read for JLo? I don't like JLo. I would read her cards because then you could be JLo's card reader. Same for Beyonce. Like I don't, she just doesn't do it for me. Never has. But yeah, I'd read her cards because then you are Beyonce's tarot card reader. That is gonna rake in the dough. Which is really, I don't know. Again, street cred. Maybe I'll collect it. I feel like Beyonce cries a lot though. Like I would collect her tier, but it would be too easy to get. Like that's like it's like the letter E in Scrabble. You know, like Karl Rove has a letter Q tier and Beyonce has a letter E tier. Yeah, Karl Rove's tier is like the letter Q on a triple letter score on a triple word score. Like that's the level tier that I'm after. Let's see. Yeah, I mean, she screwed up a lot of marriages, but I mean, I don't know. That kind of, she's not interested in figuring out, I don't think she's interested in figuring out like why she's into screwing up marriages. I think she, like, I'd just be like, that's easy. You don't need tarot to be like, ooh, I see you screwing up another marriage. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. I see you making a horrible movie about being a maid in New York. I would love to read Ellen DeGeneres' tarot, mostly because there is a very high chance she might bring out a sloth. Like that would be, oh my God, that would be amazing. And then Dax Shepard and his wife, begins with a K, the one who had the meltdown over the sloth. I would love to read tarot for them. I feel like they're a couple I would like to get together with anyway and play Cards Against Humanity and just be like, aren't sloths adorable? Yeah, sloths are adorable. And but I would love to read Kristen Williams. Is that her name? I think it's Kristen Williams. Krista Bell. Thank you. Wow, why did I forget that? Because I'm old. Because I'm an old lady. Who else's tarot cards would I like to read? I can't think of any. My God, Sloth Meltdown. They're having, one of the dog toy companies that I buy from is having a naming, like a Name the Sloth contest. And because they're coming out with the sloth toy. So I sent them a list about yay long. You can't see me, but I got like my hand down to the floor. I seriously sent them like 100 names, but at the top of the list was Melon, which is the name of the sloth that gave her the sloth meltdown. Or I suggested they name it after her because that would be amazing. Or they could name it Dax after her husband, who is responsible for the sloth meltdown. And by the way, I love Dax Shepard, and I love him especially because he plays Nacho, who is my favorite character in Idiocracy. And I feel like I would love to read cards for Nacho. He would be amazing to read cards for. Like, let's just he'd be like, I like money. It would be so good. It would be so good. Psh, you thought the time machine was real. Psh, he'd be so good to read for. The sloth meltdown is like really the best. I mean, who wouldn't melt down if like you were about to meet a sloth? I'm sorry. I would be in the same state. I feel like I would want to bottle those tears. Like the tears of somebody having a sloth meltdown. Not only are those rare, but they are made of pure innocence. Like they are just the essence of goodness in tear form. No. All right, so Jimmy Fallon is a hard no for me. I wouldn't want to read Jimmy Fallon's tarot cards, and here's why. Jimmy Fallon is not funny on his own, ever. Whenever, like, if you've ever seen him in anything, like, I didn't notice it until I saw his episodes on celebrities in cars drinking coffee, but he only just ever repeats people who are funny. and then just kind of like latches on to their laughter. And the only time he's ever really funny is when somebody else is cracking him up and he's breaking character. He's not funny. Not genuinely, anyway. Like, he's kind of like a funny, like, ugh. Like, I just, ugh. I would not read tarot for him because all he would do is just repeat me and be like, I'd be like, oh, well, okay, so the four of wands, this means that you know it's sanctuary, so you probably need to work on like spending some time at home, and be like, yes, time at home. Yep, time at home. Time at home, 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 time at home. And then he would just keep saying it, and then nothing would get done. Like, he's just like, every once in a while he's something good comes out of his face, but I think he's probably better as a writer or as just a guy that you can count on to crack up and like can't keep a straight face. Like, I don't know. Yes, he would interrupt me all the time. He would like, I just can't even, like, I think we finally found my no, you guys. Oh, I don't know. I'd probably suck it up for a big bag of money with if it's like a burlap sack with a dollar sign on it, I'd be like, fine. Like, but I mean, like, I wouldn't do it for fun. Like, that's so terrible. That's so terrible. I don't know, which is so bad because I feel like he's genuinely, like, he's a genuinely nice person. Like, I would like to meet him. I have doubts about him being funny on his own, though. I just don't think he could ever really, like, I watched, he did a thing with, first of all, oh my God, I would love to read tarot for Steve Irwin and Steve Irwin's kid. But anyway, oh, who else would I love to read tarot for? I can't remember. James Franco. I don't know. Maybe. I don't know. I can't get a solid read on James Franco. I can't decide if I like him or not. Sometimes. I don't know. Oh my God, he wouldn't make a tarot song. He would lip sync a song about tarot, and he'd do a really bad job about it. And then, yeah, I don't know. He just wouldn't do that great. I don't know. Who else? Who else would we read tarot for? How about Jimmy Kimmel? Who would read cards for Jimmy Kimmel? I feel like he's having kind of a breakdown. I feel like I don't need tarot cards to tell me he's having a breakdown because he is letting politics give him heart attacks. Like, between his, like, I would do it, like, I would read for him because I feel like he needs one. Like, he needs a tip between, like, his kid, between his feelings about the current political atmosphere, between, like, all the stress he seems to be under from his show. Like, I feel like he needs a tarot card reading. Like, I would read for him for that reason. But that I feel like is like a can of worms. Like, that is a, like, do we open the lid on that volcano? Like, that is a shitstorm of emotions waiting to happen. So that's like maybe one of those you got to mentally prepare for it first. So I wouldn't read for him because I think it would be amusing and a haha good time hangout. Like, I feel like it would be like, oh my God, Jimmy Kimmel, I can't wait to read cards for you. You're such a funny guy. Oh my God, emotions spewing out at me. Like, I feel like he needs one. He needs one real bad from a really good and really sympathetic reader. And I feel like he also probably needs a psychiatrist. And how? Maybe a sharing circle and meditation time. I don't know. Like, he needs something. He's got a lot going on. But who else would we read for? I would read for John Goodman. I really like John Goodman. And I would read for Roseanne Barr. But I don't know if I would read for Roseanne Barr today. She just, the more the years went on, the nuttier she got. Like, I feel like I would like to read for Roseanne Barr circa like 1980 whatever. And it would be amazing to have predicted like oh, you're gonna go batshit crazy, PS P.S. This is the thing that's happening to you. Who else would I read for? I would like to read for, yeah, Roseanne Barr has gone a little. She's a Roseanne nut bar. Which is really, that's terrible. That's terrible, you guys. How dare you make those words come out of my mouth right now? Who else would I read for that would be kind of fun to read for? How about you guys? Who, like, I keep on thinking about things. Who would you guys read for? Who is your yay or your nay? I think we've sussed out my yays and nays. Number one yes would be Karl Rove. Number one no would be Jimmy Fallon. Who else would we read for? I don't know. I think I've pretty much exhausted my list. I don't know. I'm sure it's like a bajillion miles long for many, many reasons. But I think for tonight, I think I've run out of steam. I don't know. Just thinking about the people that I would read for is even, oh, I would totally read for Rush Limbaugh. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? I would 100% read for him. I would 100% read for Rush Limbaugh. He's got like one of the most #1 syndicated radio talk shows on the face of the planet. You would be a dum-dum to not read for Rush Limbaugh. At least financially. You'd be a dum-dum to not read for Rush Limbaugh. But again, I mean, like, I don't think there's anybody I would truly say no to. I mean, I don't know that I would enjoy reading for Rush Limbaugh. I would take it as a challenge. Actually, you know, Rush Limbaugh poses an interesting challenge because I feel like this is really terrible. And this is where, like, this is like the no tarot, like the, no, this is bad practice for tarot. But we all know enough about Rush Limbaugh to cold read for Rush Limbaugh to make it, like, even if we couldn't get a real read on him, like, we know enough about him to cold read, which means that we could, like, at least trip him up or maybe put some question marks in his brain, or at least put some question marks into his crazy listeners' brains. Like, that would be amazing. I feel like Rush Limbaugh is an opportunity. Like, I would 100% read for Rush Limbaugh. For the record, cold reading is super unethical. It is unethical to cold read. But I think we can make an exception for Rush Limbaugh. No way! I would totally read for Alex Jones. Oh my God! I love Alex Jones. I fall asleep at night to Alex Jones. It's like, I can't go, my brain doesn't shut up unless there's somebody even crazier than I am talking. So I find, like, the crazy conspiracy theorist nutbags, and then I put on their radio shows, and then I lull myself to sleep. I would 100% love to read for Alex Jones. I think that would just be so amazing. And I would get a chance to maybe firsthand catch one of his ridiculous meltdowns. Like, oh my God, just thinking about it is making me be like, yes! Yes! Like, I would totally read for Rush Limbaugh. That would be so amazing. I would collect, not Rush Limbaugh, I'm sorry, Alex Jones. I would love to read for Alex Jones, and I would put his tier also in the vial. I feel like, I feel like one of his angry tears would be, like, kind of amazing. That's another awesome potion ingredient right there. Dr. Ruth, I don't think she's still alive. I think she might have passed. Oh my God, Flat Earth, you are absolutely 100% right, Paul. Flat Earth videos are indeed lullabies. Another really good one to listen to, and this is going to make me sound like a really horrible person, but, like, when I first heard his videos, all I could do was just sit there and be like, but Tim Refat is another really good cuckoo bird ridiculous guy to listen to. He's got a series on he's got a series. I would love to read his tarot cards. He's got a series on YouTube called Supernatural Spirit Magic School, and he is the Obsessimus of the Illuminati, and he is in charge of all the vampires, and he sends you to real Hogwarts to teach you how to become an actual Gandalf, and it's like the most amazing thing on the face of the planet when you listen to him. Forewarned, he is, I think he's actually cuckoo birds. I really 100%, I 100% think that he is actually schizophrenic or has some sort of other personality disorder. From what it sounds like, he's in and out of hospital, and I think he's in England. Giorgio Tsoukalos, I would totally read for Giorgio Tsoukalos, the ancient aliens guy with the crazy hair. Yes. But yeah, Tim Rifat is completely cuckoo birds, and he is some of the stuff he says is definitely 100% maddening. There are some trigger warnings there, but also he is cuckoo birds, and you can't, like, I don't know, like his cuckoo bird craziness, like he's going to use it to like take over the Illuminati too. So you got to take it with a grain of cuckoo bird salt. Trey Smith is good. I'll have to check out Trey Smith. Dr. Ruth is still alive? I thought she died. Joy Brown, I think, died. Dr. Joy Brown. Never mind. I liked her too. She was great. Let's see. Who else? Oh, you know who's good too? Jordan Maxwell. If you like cuckoo bird people, he is like he is. Jordan Maxwell is basically like Grandpa Simpson. For conspiracy theories. And he'd be like, one time we were walking down the road and we had a turnip on our belt because it was the style at the time. Anyway, we were going to the thing, and then if you've gone past the other thing, you've gone too far. But then did I ever tell you about the grilled cheese? But he's just like completely nuts, and I love him so much too. But anyway, let's see. Who else would be really good? So yes, I would read for Giorgio Tsoukalos. I would love to read for him. The ancient, like the aliens. I'd love to read for him, mostly because I think he would take it seriously. Like he's one of the few people on this like crazy bird, like non sequitur list we've come up with. Like Giorgio Tsoukalos, out of all of them, like, haha, we said it to be, haha, that's funny. But he's the one who would take it most seriously. Like he's the one who would actually respect and value our time and be interested in what we had to say and ask questions about the cards and how we came to, like, he would be the one who would actually be interested. Like 100%. Like he's the only one out of everyone that we have talked about that would actually respect us. So I would love to read for him for that reason. Like we can laugh at him all we want and his crazy hair and his like European like discotheque shirts, but he's the only one that would actually like respect our time and our practice. So yes, I would 100% read for him anytime. Giorgio, you ever catch this? You take me up on that offer. Let's see. Who else would I read for? I don't know. I don't know what else I'd read for. Let's see. So Alex, we put Alex Jones on the table. I'd read for him. Celebrity pets. I don't know if I would read for celebrity pets. That's a good one for your wife to suggest, but I mean, there are only so many times that you could read for. Would you read for Neil deGrasse Tyson? Oh, he wouldn't respect you though. Like that's the thing. Like Neil deGrasse Tyson wouldn't give a shit about tarot. He would poop all over you for that. And for that, I don't respect him. Like, is that really like the like as a celebrity? So like I get it. Carl Sagan. I would read for Carl Sagan. I feel like Carl Sagan. Like so the celebrity scientists, I love because they bring science everywhere. Like I'm a big like molecules and chemicals and science and amazing. Like I would love, like I love celebrity scientists and like the furthering of things, like, you know, getting rid of like all of the ridiculous, like, and like there's no such thing as a flat earth and like you're ridiculous, and like they're amazing. The advancements for science and STEM and all that stuff that they've made. Very few of them, I think, have mutual respect for things that are esoteric. And I feel like the only one out there, I don't even know if he's still, I have to check and see if he's still alive, but Carl Sagan, I think, is the only person who would be like, okay. Like he might not agree with it, but he would respectfully let you read, and he would probably like be like, okay, yeah, you give me my cards, and all right, well, I'm going to consider what you said, and that's awesome. Like, he would have a productive dialogue with you, but I feel like Neil deGrasse Tyson and Bill Nye would just crap all over you. Like, they can't even, like, when they like, I don't know, like, they kind of, like, I don't have respect for people who waste their time by goading crazy religious people into debates with them. Like, like Bill Nye the Science Guy, like, cool, he totally got a bunch of kids into science, although I am of the Mr. Wizard generation. Thank you very much. He was way better than Bill Nye. Yeah, and I will fight anybody to the death who says otherwise. Mr. Wizard! But anyway, like, why invite Cuckoo Bird, like, like the Ark Museum people? Like, why invite them into a debate that you're just going to crap all over them and their beliefs, and then nobody's mind is going to be changed, and then you just look like a bully? Like, why would you do that? Like, I don't understand. It doesn't further any agenda. Also, Bill Nye isn't a scientist, he's an engineer, which is in the STEM field, but he's not like I just everything about him I hate. He ruined bow ties for me. Matt, we can thank Matt Smith for re-okaying ties for me, but Bill Nye ruined bow ties for a long time for me. And Neil deGrasse Tyson too. I just feel like he would just like he was cool, and then he got like famous, and then or extra famous, and now I feel like he just craps all over people that are just like yeah, science, but also like maybe esoteric stuff. Like, science doesn't have the answer for everything, not yet. Eventually, I feel like at some point the two are going to merge, which I think is going to be like incredibly magical. Like, there'll be scientific, like there'll be actual scientific explanations and tangible evidence for things like synchronicity and other dimensions and like higher consciousness and like that kind of stuff. But in the meantime, science and the people that practice it, like most of them are fine. They're people like you and me in careers and whatnot, and maybe they read tarot, who knows? Like, we don't know. But like Neil deGrasse Tyson definitely shits all over them. Like, I can just tell. I have a really good bullshit detector for people like that. Him and Bill Nye, just thumbs down. Which probably a lot of people aren't going to agree with, but there's that. Let's see. Bill Nye is a lunatic in real life. That is good to know. I'm going to have to research that. But if you have any juicy tidbits, that would be amazing. So I think we've added 2 more to my hard no list. So we have Jimmy Fallon, and we have Bill Nye, and we have Neil deGrasse Tyson. He was married to a Christian cult member, and they're both insane. Well, I mean, you kind of have to be married to Bill Nye. I mean, really, he's Bill Nye. All right, I can't. Oh God, I'm just gonna fixate on that all night now. You guys, look what you guys started. Yeah, I would love to read for. Speaking of crazy cults, I would love to read for John Travolta, and for I think for as long as I could stand him, I would like to read for. Oh shit, what's his name? Tom Cruise. I think those would be interesting reads. Those would be really, really interesting reads. Speaking of crazy cult people. Also, the entire... I don't think that they would let me do it because, like, tarot cards are the devil. But I feel like I would love to read for the Brown family of Sister Wives fame. That is my secret guilty pleasure, is Sister Wives. I can't stop watching it. It is the lamest. It is the lamest, but I would really, really, really love to read for that family. Oh my God. That is a family with some juicy drama. We think J-Lo's got some juicy drama. Like, she's no way. But anyway, I don't know. So before we close up for the night, does anybody want a reading? I've got my spirit song with me tonight. Otherwise, I'm just going to do a quick pull for us. And then I think I'm going to go to bed because this is like midnight now. And I'm starting to not think right. I mean, I just spent, I think, half an hour trashing Bill Nye the Science Guy, and that's not healthy. Like, let's just go ahead and admit that that's not very healthy for multiple reasons. It was fun, but it's probably not good karmically. It's not good for my karmic health meter. So yeah, if anybody wants a reading, you just put your question and I'll do it real quick. Quick like a bunny. And then I'm going to bed. Oh my God, I'm totally going to dream of bottling tears. Yes. I'm going to have some mugwort tea tonight, actually. I brewed some mugwort tea, which has many uses. For those of you that don't know, I'm starting to get into herbal stuff, which is kind of really fun. Apparently, what will the lunar eclipse bring us? Let's see. What will the lunar eclipse bring us? I'm still trying to break in my spirit song. So for those of you that have the Spirit Song Tarot, do you find that the cards are warping a little bit? Like, when I lay mine down on the table, they've got like a bit of a curl to them. I don't know. Like, it's not horrible or anything. I'm not going to be like, oh my God, my Spirit Song Tarot is totally terrible. But they've got a bit of a curl. All right. Let's see. What will the lunar eclipse bring us? We get 2 blue moons this year, you guys. So we get a blue moon with a lunar eclipse in a couple of days. So that's on the 31st. And then in March, we get another blue moon. How rad is that? Ooh, interesting. So we got the 3 of crystals. Come on, focus in for me. It's not going to focus. It's a B. I feel like Parker Posey right now. It's a B. I would read for Parker Posey. Oh my God, I would totally read. And Eugene Levy. Yes. Oh my God. And Catherine. I've had basically the entire cast of Best in Show and the entire cast of Schitt's Creek right now. So we got the 3 of crystals, which is basically the 3 of pentacles. And then we got the Ace of Pentacles. There's a little panda bear right there. Wouldn't it be so cute? Focus. Is it really not going to focus right now? Oh my God. Okay. So we've got the panda bear, we got the bee, and we've got, the 10 of feathers. Recovery and transformation. That would be the 10 of wands. No, acorns is wands. Feathers is swords. 10 of swords. Let's see. So the lunar eclipse, I know it's a great reading, actually. Although we are throwing a little bit of a thing in there with the 10 of swords. So let's see. The 3 of crystals would be like mastership and, teamwork and all that good stuff. And then with the Ace of Pentacles, I mean, I am inclined to say that financially it's going to, it's the Spirit Song. Although this is the only Paulina Cassidy deck that I enjoy. I know I haven't liked the other one she's come out with so far. So with the lunar eclipse, I find that we're probably gonna it'll bring a fresh financial swoop in for us, which will be really nice. Especially with Valentine's Day. Valentine's Day follows almost immediately after. Hi Lisa, how are you? We're talking about people that we may or may not that we would or wouldn't want to read for. This is the very end, but we trashed Bill Nye for a good 20 minutes. You missed it. It was amazing. Also, I've decided that I will now be collecting the Tears of Karl Rove. But anyway, totally weird. I'm tired to the point where it maybe seems like I'm high, but I'm not. I'm just tired. So anyway, yes, I feel like it's going to bring in a fresh, a clean financial slate, if that makes any sense, in relation to career. So I don't know if it means now is a good time to negotiate for that raise you wanted, or a raise, not a raise, a promotion, or maybe it's time to get some like bills that you've been kind of you've had on the back burner and you're not sure if like, oh, I could pay them, I couldn't pay them, I don't know if I should or shouldn't. Like, might be time to like kind of clear those out and give yourself kind of like a nice new fresh start financially. And then, oh, so the 10 of feathers is the 10 of swords, recovery and transformation. This is a difficult one. I don't want to say that something horrible necessarily is happening or is on the way, but I don't know, eclipses are always a good time to clear out any of that really horrible negativity. You know, you just kind of let like the fact that there is like the moon gets to take a rest for a minute, and you know what, you should too. And you should just totally clear out all that negative energy, all that bad stuff, all that bad feelings. Like if something really horrible has happened to you lately, if it's not too horrible, it's not like a tower or anything. It's just the 10 of swords, which is also like, it is kind of a nasty end. So you can have a better beginning, if that makes any sense. So I don't know if you like, if you have to like shout at the helplessly at the sky or whatever, but maybe it's time to cut ties with something and just kind of be done, if that makes any sense. If there's something you need to let go of, this lunar eclipse is the time to do it. And then also look forward to a better financial position than you've had lately. You know, just like I said, the time to, and it's not like just here's some money on a platter. Like you're going to have to work for it a little bit, if that makes any sense. Like I said, negotiate for that raise, apply for that better position or that new job, pay any bills that you've had sitting on the back burner. Like certainly don't put yourself in any financial distress to do so. But if you've been like hemming and hawing about like, oh, maybe I could pay off that credit card, but like I'd also maybe want a new pair of boots kind of a thing, maybe forego the new boots and pay off your credit card. Like don't be a dum-dum, like kind of a thing. But yes. So that is the reading. So anyway, I'm going to say that, I don't know, that I kind of get like, that's the feeling. It's a good one for like all of us, I think. I don't know. Hives. Oh no, not bees. No. Bees, Lisa. Skin rash. Ew, Lisa. I don't know what kind of deck you think I'm using, but gross. I'm surprised nobody's made like a Dr. Pimple Popper deck, and I'm super glad that they haven't, though. Can we talk about how gross that would be? That would be. It's a terrible pun. All right, I'm making horrible puns now, and it is definitely time to go to bed. And it's not even like normal level horrible puns. These are just like terrible puns. This is not even like not good, terrible puns. All right, guys. Okay, I am on my way out. I will see you tomorrow, and thank you for hanging in. Aw, Paul, I'm glad you and your wife like my channel. Aw. Anyway, I will see you tonight. And anyway, comment below. Comment below with any of the celebrities that you would or wouldn't like to read for. I would really love to hear about it. And have a wonderful evening, Tarot Sphere. This is really fun. We should do it again soon. Bye.